I'm going to warn you right off the bat, this video is going to piss a lot of people off, but I'm at the point right now I don't care. I'm getting really sick of what's going on, as I know a lot of you are as well. What is it? And that's the main thing I want to discuss very quickly, is what is it that has caused the Caitlin Clark phenomenon? Personally, I don't really understand it. I do and I don't. I don't quite understand all the hype and why she is as popular as she is. But in a sense, I do. I know that doesn't make much sense, but let me try to explain myself. This is why she is such a phenomenon and is so popular among the American public. Now, some of you might not agree with me, but that's fine. You've been wrong before. But let me explain to you why she is as popular as she is. First of all, and I know there's been a lot of debate on this, but the simple fact is, part of it is because she's white. Now, like I said, there's been debate on that, but to me, if you have 1 ounce of common sense, 71% of the American public, or of the United States public, is white. 71%. So, of course, it's kind of like, just like Larry Bird. You know, they call him the Great White Hope and all that. I need some water here. My voice is... You know, Larry... Now, personally, I didn't like Larry Bird. I didn't like Celtics. So if it was Magic versus Bird, I was going to take Magic every time. Plus, I liked Kareem. He was my favorite player. And he wasn't white. But a lot of it is simply because she's white. Now, it's a known fact that an athlete's popularity a lot of times is because people can identify with them. Either that or they're very likable and they just endear themselves to the public. So a lot of her popularity is because she's white, and I don't think there's any debating that. If you can't see that, then you're blind. Also, 97.7% of women in the United States are straight. 97.4% of men in the United States are straight. And like it or not, the majority of the American public is conservative. They view lesbianism and homosexuality just like I do. It's perversion. And I know that's going to trigger a lot of people, but I'm sorry. I believe the biblical standard, and it's wrong. Let me ask you this. Let's end the debate right now. Can two people of the same sex procreate? Can two men have a baby? Can two women have a baby? Oh, obviously not. What does that tell you? It's not natural. And what's funny is usually people that believe in this crap also believe in evolution and don't believe in God. But what's the basic tenet of evolution? Survival of the fittest, correct? Well, how is the human race to survive if everybody turned gay? This human race would be wiped out within a generation or two. But anyway, moving on from that, people don't like that. People want to be able to take their families to games and watch someone who they can identify with. That's why Caitlin has become so popular. Because guess what you're starting to see in the stands now that you weren't seeing before? Families. Little girls wanting to go, Mom, I want to go see Caitlin. People traveling for hundreds of miles, in some cases a couple thousand miles, just to go see her play so her little daughter can go see her play. Why? Because she's straight. You got to understand, now almost 98% of the American public is straight. Now, the liberal media, the slanted media, would have you believe that there's a lot more LGBTQ plus whatever than there actually are. But something like 70% of the women in the WNBA are lesbian. Conservative people don't want to identify with that. They view it the same way I do. It's perversion. You got a bunch of perverts running out around there playing basketball. A bunch of activists. And people get sick of that crap, man. People get sick of everything trying to be political. Just play frickin' basketball. And shut the hell up. Seriously. And that goes for the men, too. You don't need to bring politics into it. People are tired of that crap. They really are. They're tired of it. They want to go and see a good basketball game without all the bullshit. They just really do. And another thing, too, that I think makes Caitlyn popular is the fact that she's from I don't want to say a small school. Iowa's not a small school. But they're not a perennial basketball power. And she's taken the University of Iowa to 2 championship games in a row. Now, Iowa's pretty much more known as a football school, but she's made it a basketball school. And she's from the Midwest, where it's generally known that people are more conservative. And so, yeah, she's popular with the majority of the people in the United States because they can identify with her. She's one of us, so to speak. That's why she's popular. She's from a small school, and she's taken them to 2 national championship games in a row. Also, she's got skills. And I think part of it is because of what has been previously done by Steph Curry. People became very enamored with Steph just simply because he could shoot those long bombs and his skill set. And Caitlyn, I don't think she has the ball handling skills, of course, that Steph does. But she's got the long range shooting, and people love seeing that. And it's exciting. Seeing her go out there and throw up bombs, logo shots, and making them. Her leadership skills. She's very much a leader. And so people identify, people enjoy that. People like seeing pure basketball skill like that. And so she's drawn a lot of interest because of all those things. Plus, she's a good person. She's conservative. She's straight, got a boyfriend. She's not a hot shot. I mean, she is a star, but she doesn't flaunt it. Now, she's starting to talk a little crap because she's getting tired of the BS, just like a lot of us are. Now, that is why she's popular. Now, if she didn't have the skills that she has, she'd just be another white player. Let's be honest. So it's not just the fact that she's white, but the fact that she's a very, very good basketball player. And people were rooting for Iowa because, you know, people generally, unless it's like one of their favorite teams playing Iowa, people have a tendency to go for the underdog. People love seeing underdogs overcome. That's why she's popular. Now, I just saw a video. Now, I didn't see the game, but last night, Indiana played Chicago. And Caitlin Clark was getting hip checked and knocked to the ground. And these stupid ass refs, and you refs, you need to get your head out of your asses. You can't be letting crap like that go on. I mean, what are you guys trying to do? Are you guys trying to crap in your own bed? Because that's exactly what you're doing. You dumb bitches. You bunch of jealous, petty ass bitches. Don't have enough sense to pour piss out of a boot if the instructions were on the heel, I swear. You're too frickin' stupid, and I mean you are stupid. To think that all of a sudden, pure coincidence, the WNBA is getting popular, and that this rookie class, and all of a sudden these other players are starting to get noticed. You got your head so far up your ass, you might want to put a window in your stomach so you can see where you're going. No, it's all Caitlin. And you guys know it. That's why you're so pissed off. That's why you hate her. But you're crapping in your own bed. You're shooting yourself in the foot. Because I'm going to tell you what, and you mark it down, if you guys run her out of the league, you're going to go back to being the same piss-poor, no-views league that you were before she came in this year. You're going to go back to being nothing. And not only that, you're not only going to lose your views, but there's going to be a lot of people who were watching you that are so disgusted they're going to say screw the WNBA and they're going to stop watching. You're going to end up losing twice as many people. You're going to end up losing half the audience that you had before because people are frickin' sick and tired of your bullshit. And you're whining. And you're hating. And you stupid bitches that keep saying there's nobody hating on Caitlin. You are dumber than a box of rocks. 2 boxes of rocks. You are. You're just flat out either blind or so damn stupid you can't see the forest for the trees. You're going to end up losing your league, ladies. Or I shouldn't say ladies. Dudes. Or whatever. Cousin it. You're going to end up losing it. Because I'm telling you what, I don't know if you've been paying attention to what's going on in social media, but people are getting fed up. They're getting fed up with the refs. They're getting fed up with the coach not defending her players. She got one technical. But yet, she didn't do a damn thing when Caitlin got knocked down twice. On purpose. I tell you one thing right now. If I was the coach, I'd be getting kicked out of every frickin' game. But I'd be willing to do that until things changed. I'd be throwing such a damn fit, they ain't never seen a tizzy fit that like I'd be throwing on the sideline. Yeah, you can't be putting up with that crap. You can't. You cannot be putting up with that crap. You've got to defend your players, coach. Get your head out of your butt. And the rest of you bitches need to get your heads out your butts. Otherwise, you're going to destroy your own league with your hatred and your jealousy. And I do not agree with Charles Barkley saying that men are petty. Men are not petty. Some are to a certain extent. For the most part, men are not petty. Women are petty. They're competitive with each other. Women do not like women. That's a known fact. And you dumb bitches are letting your emotions control everything instead of using common sense. And you're going to end up paying the price if you don't knock off the crap.